Yes, you are saying it right that we are in another drought of 8 days and we have such a huge problem. I lost my entirety of my recording of the previous episode that was where I was going to do. So I had to start on maybe day 11 or something. But today is day 18 and we have just started with one day of our drought has just ended. In the previous episode that the recording is gone. In the meantime, I fixed the water level. Look at the water level. I'm not sure if I will be able to survive the 8 days drought because we only had survived 10 days with that amount of water. But look at the water level this time. It is so low, and I am not sure if we will be able to survive. When we look at the dams, we can see the brown part of the dam. So earlier we have filled it to the tip of it, but this time it is too low, I believe. I think we can just let water go from this side. We have a lot of water, but I'm not sure if we'll be completely fine with it. Before anything else, I should tell you that what I did in the previous one. So, firstly, we have made some changes to the dam, as you will see in some time. That the we have arranged a dam so that we can go through it. That was not there earlier. Other than that, we are thinking of making better housing structures and a paper mill, because the paper mill is one of the important steps to ensure that we have enough paper that can be turned into multiple things. Most important of all of them is the dynamite. So the dynamite will be able us to provide us way more freedom where we can build and how we landscape this world. Other than that, you can see that we have arranged some warehouses on here also. So these warehouses are for special food subject, so that we don't waste our green fertile land on holding these resources. We can just send them up. I know it, the haulers will take more time into hauling all of these resources, but it is more efficient to grow more rather than worrying about hauling of all of these products. Another thing that I will like to mention that we already had about the medical beds available earlier, but now we have about 40 healers there. So the healer hut is producing, and we have completed our builder hut. So coming back to better housing, I was thinking that we can make multiple triple lodges in some format over here. So the new residential area, I'm thinking about making it so that we can stack it up. But this we will need dynamite for this one. So maybe we can make it like this. Yes, and we will give it one way over here. Although we are blocking that slope over there, but I think we can let it go. Making 3 on 3 maybe will be better, and we can just add platforms to connect this because they all connect on the first floor rather than on the ground floor. We can make a stairs from up there and another one from down below also. And just perfect, you can see that if we extend the catwalk that we have, the bridges, the platforms, and we make a path, it just makes a U, but it is great. So it's all adds up pretty nicely. And I think it has more potential to grow. You can just stack up on these also. We also need to expand our potato farms because we are out of potato. We only have 36 potato and we turn them into grilled potatoes. We also made the bakery last time, but yeah, in the last episode that I published. So we are making full use of it, but we still don't have the tapo shack to get the maple syrup and all. You can see we made the platform, but we realized that it was halting the production, the construction of these dams. So I just thought that why not just pause it for now, and as the time will be completed, we can just then add these. And also the underground pile that we made in the previously posted video, we it is complete and we are using it, but we are not reaching plus 400 mark at as of this point. But our plant storage is about to be filled. Maybe we need to pause our plant production for now. And we see that we only had 4 of these triple lodges earlier, but we have 6 of these available now, and they look much better organized rather than the previous one that we had. But our bakery is completely filling up all the storage that we have. We have so much bread, about 600 breads and 700 carrots. That's a lot of food to be have. Although we also have chestnuts. Our flour storage is also more than half filled, so that's a good sign. But we will, I think, pause the production of bread until we have maybe half of the wheat storage filled. And for some reason they are still using this log pile. I think I should just pause this also. There is a lot of storage in the this log pile, about 1800. Why are they still using this old one? I don't understand. And finally, we are somewhere near to complete this dam. I'm thinking if this stupid dam, this dam takes so much time, what will happen if we start any type of grand project of making the dam on the other side of this? Or as I have seen several videos that they are making levees all around this and they are putting what returning it to a giant water storage. So if stuff like that happens, I'm not sure how we'll be able to complete it. But yeah, it is finally somewhere near to be completed, and I think before this drought itself ends, I think it will be completed. I think in the decoration parts, I was about to discuss in the previous video that recording is gone, but I think there are several decorations that are great and some of them are not so great. I think we can make temples, shrines, scarecrows, benches and several other ones, but I don't get the appeal of those roof and other things, the spotted shrub, the roof, the fence. I don't get the appeal of those. As you can see, first of our new 6 lodges, first of the lodge is complete, and I think we should just pause these pathways because if they get the ability to be there, they definitely will be there. The beavers will occupy as much space as possible for them. They won't hesitate, and the population might go out of control because we have a lot of food and the entirety of things that are required to increase the amount of beavers or the population in under any kind of society is that as the last of these floodgates is about to be completed, I think we can just unpause this catwalk that we had, the double platforms that we created earlier, so that we complete the entire path that we had. I think pause the path itself rather than, yeah, it is the path that I paused. So what I was planning for earlier that we can go to the side. I think if we take the default view as the north, south, east, west, we should go to the west above the mountain to the other part because there is a large hole in there. And as soon as we complete paper production and dynamite production, we can go up there. We can have a lot of wood production from that side so that we can have more wood, and we can make a dam from over there so that we can maybe manipulate the water because the continuous flood part is still going on and I don't want to just remove all these buildings and everything that I just made. Although I said that I will cut out the peninsula, maybe make a path in between, but I'm not quite sure that cutting out the peninsula is a grand idea that I have, and I'm not sure I will be able to do that. Also, I won't be having the type of shack over here. I will just make all of these trees into something else, maybe chestnuts, and have the tapo shack for maple and pine trees over on that side. So that is the plan for the future. But for now, I just want that this floodgate gets completed before this drought ends, because we only have a 1.7 day of drought, 1.6 day of drought left, and we only have one floodgate that is not completed. And finally, oh my god, finally this at last had completed. It took so long because we had other constructions as well, and also we only had 4 viewers that were working on it. So we have it at 1.5 height as of now, and I don't want to increase it because look how less water we have. Although we have 0.8 day of drought left, and I think we will be able to survive the drought without any problem. But it will had been a problem if it was of, I think, 4 days longer, because earlier we had a 8-day drought, 10-day drought, and we survived. But 12-day drought with less water had been a greater problem that we could compete against. So 4 of our triple lodges are done, and we can just pause all of them, and as the production goes on, we will just shift everyone from this side to another side. And as the drought ends in 0.2 day, we can just decrease double floodgate of the previous one. I should have named this one. I should name both of them but I don't have a name for the district itself, so how am I going to name anything else? Okay, so the drought has ended, and I can delete these older dam so that we have water running through without any kind of problems. So the water has reached, and you can see the water flow. The dam is working greatly. We have water everywhere. So the water flow is great as of now. I think 1.5 height won't be a problem for us. So we can just delete all of these older dam blocks and have more unrestricted water flow. So that is it for this episode, and in the next episode our full and final commitment will be towards making paper mill so that we have paper, turning that into dynamite and using dynamite. And this loss of this previous episode, entire video, was such a difficult time. Was such an annoying time that I had no idea why. That's it for this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.